Where we're going, we don't need springs. What's up? Back again. Anybody want to guess what's going on here? Wheels off. Springs are coming out next. Suspension's getting blown apart. It's time to get rid of all the unnecessary stock stuff. And another thing, camera's kind of fogging up. If anyone notices the sound on my GoPro always being really noisy, like, I don't know if it's really staticky or sounds like there's always wind blowing on the mic. I don't know what that is. If anybody knows what that is, let me know. I thought about getting a new Hero 8, but it was a toss-up between that and a mirrorless camera. So this GoPro still works, so I can try to vlog with this more, but the sound is weird. So anyway, if anybody knows an answer to that, let me know. But right now, let's get the suspension blown apart on this while we wait for the parts for the mini motor. Get cracking. I had footage of the Blazer. I have like a time lapse of getting the one panel on, but I needed to get it done that quick that I just really didn't film the rest of it. Any of the metal work or anything. It still isn't bondoed, it's just basically primer to get it past inspection. It looks good enough, but I'll show you the time lapse right now. Back here with this beast, I got my welder down here, set her up with 23 wire, because anytime you're doing sheet metal you don't want to use 35, 30, because it takes a hotter temperature for it to melt, so you want a low temperature because you're working with thin sheet metal. So 23 wires, pretty much the best wire you can go with. So I'm gonna try to rebuild these a little bit, see what all I can get on them. Shouldn't be too difficult, although all I have is 16 gauge and that doesn't really bend easy, but let's get at it. Well, that's one tacked into place. Now, I don't know where these panels came from, but they're not really perfect. I got this gap, I mean, I had to fit it down here pretty good. This up here is just a hair off, but then once you come back here, the panel's actually like too long, so I'm gonna have to kind of slice it a little bit down here, bend it back, and then weld it back. which that's actually the worst panel. The two rears, these panels aren't too bad, but that's the worst one. Yeah, but I'm back pulling the suspension off of this. So YGM, I know you probably can't see it anyway, spring shock right here. YGM ever did little clips on the A-arms for the bolts for the bottom of them is beyond me, because all they do is rust and break and then you can't get them back out. So now I gotta cut either the bolt off or the bracket on the shock. And then I also have to cut the top bolt off because that rusts too. So that's where I'm at right now. Oh, I hate this part. Oh. We don't need springs. Boom. Oh, you guys don't need to see that side. It's basically pull the caliper off, pull the sway bar and link off, the tie rod, pull the cotter pins out of the crown nuts on the ball joints, unbolt the shock or basically cut it off, and then what you just saw, keep the jack under the A-arm, keep letting the bolts on the ball joints off slowly while slowly letting the A-arm down, and then pry the spring out. And then the next step is cleaning everything up, dehumping the lower A-arms, plating them, bolting the bag to that, getting your upper cups, bolting the bag to that, throwing it all back together. I'm gonna do new ball joints. I'll probably get new wheel bearings for it, just to make sure it's done. Well, I'll look at the calipers and the brakes and everything. I might get, actually, I think I have new brakes actually off of one of my older S10s that should still fit this. So yeah, anyway, I'll get all that stuff, bolt the suspension back together, run the air line to the back, and that should be it for the front. Also make shock mounts. I've ran an S10 before with no shocks up front, and it was rough. I've actually run them with no shocks all around and just airbags. Not a good thing. Always have shocks. So, yep, this is just a little S10 update. I did get the motor parts And that'll be a video coming soon. I actually leave on Sunday for Texas for LST. I'm gonna try to get the motor cleaned up before I leave. I might try to start assembling it. I don't know, because I have a little special video planned for that. So if you're excited about seeing me put a 2.2 4-cylinder together, yeah, stay excited. It's coming. It's gonna be awesome. It's not an LS. I know it's not that great. Anyway, it's a motor and it'll power this. So yeah, keep watching. The LST video, I don't have a laptop, so I don't know how I'm gonna upload. I'll see if I can. I'm gonna shoot with my new camera I'm getting, my more cinematic shots, and then I'm gonna vlog with the GoPro, and I might try to do updates here and there of where I'm at in the trip. So if I can upload that, I will. If not, you may have to wait till I get back to see that full video. It's gonna take me probably a couple weeks to get it edited. So yeah, that'll be pretty fun too. So if you're going to LST, I'll see you there. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content, and have a good night.